Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a really fascinating document all about Alirada and something they call the Universal Economic Identity. It's essentially proposing a massive, ground-up shift in how we all operate online. And, let's be real for a second. If you're participating in the modern digital economy at all, whether you're a freelancer hustling for clients, a small business owner, maybe an investor looking for the next big opportunity, or honestly just someone trying to sell a few handcrafted products out of your garage, you are probably exhausted. You're likely juggling this fragmented, totally chaotic mess of accounts, platforms, and profiles just to keep your professional life afloat.
Seriously, are you tired of juggling 10 different apps to run your professional life? Because if you think about it, your daily routine is probably wild. You wake up, check one platform for your resume and networking, bounce to another to sell physical goods, log into a third to find freelance gigs, maybe a fourth to manage investments, and then a fifth just to talk to your team. It's completely draining. That's the accepted reality of the old web of siloed platforms. It just eats up your time, scatters your hard-earned reputation to the wind, and frankly forces you to play by a dozen different arbitrary sets of rules. But what if we could replace all of that with a single, cohesive, global ecosystem? Well, that is exactly the paradigm shift this Alirada platform is aiming to introduce.
Okay, let's dive right into this stark contrast. Currently, our digital industries are incredibly fragmented, and they have these impossibly high walls. E-commerce platforms, freelance sites, job boards, they do not talk to each other at all. And worse, these industry giants basically act as massive toll booths. They take giant cuts of your income in fees, and they enforce compliance through what the platform totally accurately calls toxic rating systems. Now, flip that over. The Alirada solution proposes a unified global marketplace. Instead of taking a punishing percentage of your hard-earned money every single time you make a move, it operates on a flat $4 a month subscription. And crucially, it completely scraps those algorithmic, anxiety-inducing ratings in favor of what they call humanized trust.
Section 1. Your Universal Economic Identity. Let's look at their core engine and see how they actually replace all that chaotic platform fatigue. So the absolute heart of this whole thing is this concept right here, the Universal Economic Identity. And to be clear, this is not just another social media profile where you post your weekend vacation photos. It is a complete digital paradigm shift. Alirada's proposition is super simple. You shouldn't have to create a brand new version of yourself for every single app you use. I mean, imagine how freeing it would be to never have to build a new reputation from scratch again. Say you've spent 3 years building a stellar reputation selling custom furniture on one app, but now you want to offer freelance consulting on woodworking. On the old web, you're starting at zero on a completely different platform. It's so frustrating. But with a universal economic identity, you have one single, unified global profile that acts as your complete digital footprint across literally all of your economic activities, everywhere in the world. Your reputation actually travels with you.
So, within this single profile, you get an integrated suite of features that essentially turns your identity into a personal economic powerhouse. You've got an integrated resume detailing your education and experience, but right alongside that, you can list the specific freelance services you provide, and the physical products you're selling, and even your capacity to invest in other people's projects, all in one place. But the detail that really stands out to me in the source document is the required presentation video. You actually have to upload a video of yourself speaking. And honestly, this is a brilliant way to bring genuine human presence back to the internet. It totally removes the cold anonymity that so often breeds toxicity and scams online. You aren't just a block of text or some clever anonymous username anymore. You are a real person speaking directly to potential clients, partners, or employers.
Okay, wait, before we go any further, we absolutely have to talk about the cost, because this is where the traditional platform model gets totally flipped on its head. $4. That's it. No catch. Alirada charges active users a flat fee of $4 monthly or $40 yearly, period. Let's actually do the math on what that means for you. Current e-commerce marketplaces and gig platforms routinely skim anywhere from 10 to 30% of your earnings. If you do a $1,000 freelance job right now, the platform might snatch $200 literally just for making the introduction. On Alirada, they take 0% of your transactions, nothing. Payments happen directly between users, totally outside of the platform's interference. You pay your $4 a month, and you keep exactly what you earn. It's wild to even think about.
Section 2. Trust beyond star ratings. So, if a platform isn't acting as a middleman, mediating payments, and holding your funds hostage in escrow, how do they guarantee safety? Let's get into their human-first approach to community.
The source document lays out this primary goal explicitly. It says, this builds a global trust network without toxic rating systems. And we all know exactly how arbitrary and anxiety-inducing traditional 5-star rating systems have become, right? They're so easily manipulated by bot farms, and they constantly punish honest sellers for things totally outside their control. Think about how completely absurd it is that a lost package, because of a clumsy mail carrier, can ruin a seller's perfect 5-star rating forever on traditional apps. It reduces complex, nuanced professional relationships to a cold, numerical average that dictates your livelihood. Alirada argues, and I think they hit the nail on the head here, that the 5-star system is fundamentally broken.
So what actually replaces it? Public recognitions and direct private chat. Instead of just quicking a star rating and moving on, users write out a recognition on another user's profile, detailing their actual human experience. And importantly, the person receiving it can publicly reply to provide their own context. Combine this with ungate-kept private chat, meaning you can actually negotiate your own terms directly without the platform eavesdropping or blocking you from sharing contact info, and you replace those cold, punishing algorithms with genuine human connection and real negotiation. You evaluate someone the exact way you would in the real world, based on their presentation video, their resume, their public interactions, and your direct private conversation with them. Now, if things do go wrong, because hey, it's the real world, there is a strict, evidence-based workflow to handle disputes. Step 1, a user submits a report. Step 2, both the accuser and the reported user can upload optional evidence. We're talking screenshots, contracts, whatever is needed to state their case. Step 3, an actual human admin reviews the concrete evidence alongside the user's public recognitions before making any decision to block or unblock. This ensures genuine fairness. Think about the Kafkaesque nightmare of the old web right now, where automated bots trigger instant, unappealable bans just because someone left a fake 1-star review or you trip some invisible algorithmic wire. This replaces that nightmare with a sensible, human-reviewed, evidence-based system.
Section 3. One profile, 12 industries. Now that we have that foundation of trust and identity locked in, let's zoom out and look at the sheer, boundless scale of what this universal identity can actually do.
See, Alirada isn't just an app. It's designed to functionally replace 12 different industries by bringing them all under one massive roof. Let's walk through this from a user journey perspective. Imagine you're launching a startup. Right now, your entire process is painfully scattered. For freelancing, the current industry forces you into siloed sites with those crazy high fees. Alirada lets you hire from a global pool of profiles at zero extra cost. For e-commerce, current platforms hide local discovery and basically dictate exactly how you sell. Alirada offers decentralized, totally user-owned stores. For investments, traditional venture capital platforms are heavily gatekept and exclusive. Alirada completely breaks down those walls, allowing absolutely anyone to list their investment capacity, creating this amazing borderless investing environment. And for projects, current platforms force you to separate your team, your investors, and your workers. Alirada brings them all together. It basically acts as a master bridge across all these deeply fragmented industry silos.
And when it comes to unified project participation, it gets even better. A single project listing seamlessly integrates all of these needs simultaneously. On current platforms, if you have a massive project, you have to go to one site to pitch investors, migrate over to totally different software to hire salaried employees, and then maybe jump onto some random forum to find a co-founder for a work-share arrangement. It is just full of friction. But on Alirada, a user can open a single project and specify that they are taking on investors, bringing on work-share collaborators, and hiring salaried employees, all from the exact same unified listing. Anyone in the world can view that single listing and just apply for the specific role that fits them best.
But to keep this massive global scale grounded in reality, the platform relies on absolute geographical transparency. They do this through direct Google Maps links for literally all user-added locations. This gives you, the user, complete control over your footprint. You can set your availability to be hyper-local, meaning say you only offer plumbing services in your specific zip code, or you can set it to be national. Or if you're a digital consultant who works from a laptop, you can leave the location blank so anyone worldwide can find you. That Google Maps integration provides that vital real-world clarity so users know exactly who they're dealing with and exactly where they operate. Section 4. A fairer digital world. As we bring this explainer to a close, let's look at the overarching macroeconomic shift this creates, specifically from your perspective.
What the source document outlines here is fundamentally a brand new ecosystem. It is a massive shift toward an empowered, user-owned digital economy. We are talking about direct payments without any platform interference, meaning you finally keep your own earnings. We're looking at a decentralized global marketplace that allows for truly borderless hiring and collaboration. But honestly, perhaps the most incredible part, the platform outlines democratic admin voting.
Really think about that for a second. Instead of some faceless corporate board making decisions that could literally ruin your business overnight, the primary admin can delegate platform operations to a CEO elected directly from the team. It is a huge, fundamental shift in platform governance, giving users an actual, meaningful voice in the ecosystem they spend their lives building.
It's a radical departure from the rent-seeking, algorithmically driven platforms we've basically just been forced to accept as normal for the last decade. It presents a future where trust is actually humanized, fees are flat, and your professional identity is entirely your own to control. Which really leaves us with one final, very important question based on everything we've explored today. Will you stay fragmented across isolated apps, or are you ready to claim your universal economic identity?